what is karma and what is action? What is karma and what is this whole concept of understanding? We have many of them has heard the word karma. Let's beautifully understand what is it. In one way, every action has reaction. This is science. Today we are going to talk about science. Every action has reaction. If you know or don't know, reaction is for sure. Every action. It's like a pendulum. If it goes this way, it's taking opposite energy. So if you hold a pendulum, and pendulum, the moving left, right. So if you hold a pendulum, I'm pulling towards this side. Wow, it was a great action. And there is an opposite pull always. It goes front and back. So every action has reaction. Then coming to the karma. In one word, what is karma is? Karma, people tell to do actions and everything, which is in a deep sense, it's a memory. Memory which is carrying, everything is having memory. That's the beauty. Everything has memory. Earth, water, fire, air, sky, every element has certain memory. The modern science has maybe not explored yet what the great scientist or researchers has done. What I call scientists is great masters realized and did research inside them, in their laboratory, understanding what is human, what are they doing on this earth. How do they get happiness, joyfulness? What are they searching? These questions deeply rised up inside in the inner laboratory, inner lab, the great researching labs. Not one master, several masters. In different corner of the world. I'm not telling only in India, different corner of the world. So in this memory, when we come, have you heard, I'm coming to the modern science, have you heard the Masaru Emoto, the great scientist, who was telling the water element has a memory? If you, like he shows a research, putting 3 water in 3 bottles from the same place, and he frozen the water. Before freezing the water, all the 3 water, each water he wrote certain thing. One of the bottle he wrote bad, dirty, negative words, and he feels that bad, dirty, ugly, nasty, not beautiful, all this kind of words. And one of the bottle, beautiful, enlightening, joy, ecstasy, such words are applied. And another one, nothing is put. And he frozen all the 3, and you can see the crystal formation, how it is formed through the microscope. You can see the crystal formation of 3 is different. What he told, the positive vibration had a beautiful design. What he told, the negative vibration had a negative design, or a non-beautiful design, or a non-harmonious design. That's best word. Non-harmonious design. What he didn't tell anything, just a normal design. So one had a beautiful harmonious design. This is not only for water, for everything. Everything on this earth, everything is connected to that. So yesterday you had a non-harmonious action, means today you will have the consequence of it. It can be an action which I was non-harmonious and irritated, annoyed and busted out, done for 2 minutes. And the reaction may be for 2 years. If you are lucky enough, 2 months, 2 days or 2 years. If it is really bad, you can carry the information for the rest of 20 years. So this information, when you put into your system, your karma was only, your action was just 2 minutes you did something or you told something, physical action or emotional action. The reaction was for next couple of years or months or weeks. We all have experienced. So every action we do has reactions. If you do a great good action, that will really uplift your self-esteem. I'm not telling a great good action uplift your economy, nothing to do with that. Your inner self-esteem, your presence, your consciousness, you are worthful for living on this earth. This kind of call will come when you start to do a beautiful action. So that is the reaction. You did the action, the reaction was like that. So every action we need to start to watch. Because if you take animals, they don't have same capability like human is designed. Human is designed something very, very different. So on this earth, the human is challenged now past 1 year. It's going to be 1 year. Challenged. So that means something really, really we are irresponsible. We have just drive a car without having any license or any idea what will be the effects and reactions. You may not agree now, oh no, we were so much researching on everything. Yes, take on this earth. I'm taking in a greater aspect. 70 years back or 80 years back, when they found plastic just from the earth, deep under the earth, certain combinations, found out the plastic was amazing. Plastic did a great job on this earth. Right now you are having face shield is plastic. To cover the plastic. Phone cover is plastic. Everything is plastic. Wow. It's like heaven on earth. Angel directly gave. What a great action who found plastic. But what was the reaction? The reaction is very, very intense. Can you change the reaction? No, I don't want the action. I'm going to change the action. No possibility. I'm going to completely sit and worry about the action. I'm so getting sick of it. Sorry, you will get sick of it. Nothing else. The action is done. What can we do with the reaction? How can we work with the reaction? I don't care means you are going to have more actions. Naturally, you will be forced to care. 10 years back, yeah, plastic, yeah, people tell. Some hippies and some crazy people tell about it. It's crazy. It's just don't care about it. Now it is scared. You are forced to scare. Otherwise, you will be scared. You will be scared with fear. When you eat fish, there is microplastic. In one point, they will tell breast milk has microplastic. It may not come lucky if it didn't come. If it comes, it's over. It's mess. And the human body is carrying microplastic. If a fish can carry, In one point, the instruments cannot find out. A human instrument, what we made, no science can tell this is the ultimate instrument. No way. Ultimate instrument for 2020. 2025, that's a old instrument. Throw it out. 2026, the person will tell my ultimate instrument is over. No, again 27, another guy will come with more micro. So in one point, your sperm has microplastic, means over, the next generation is just gone. So the action was done, the reaction, we need to work on it. We need to look on that. This is karma. What action you did, you start to look on the reaction. Every action is carrying a memory. So if you are doing something great to your system, that memory will be given, going on continuous. So if you do really disharmonious thing, that memory will continue. Not only to you. We think, oh, I take wrong thing, so it's only me. No. We are carrying a field of energy. I don't care about it. Yes, somewhere something called a coronavirus was there. I don't care about it. It is somewhere. I don't need to think of that. It's in China, in somewhere corner, or US, or wherever it is. Or it's in the bat, not for humans. It's in the bat. I don't care about it. You are challenged. You are challenged. You need to care. There we can see every action, a smallest action what you do. If how to know is it a good action or reaction? It's a huge subject. I'm a little bit trying to reduce. If your inner sense tells this action is not good, that means your intuition, your inner home, where are you living? This body, this is your home. Not in Britain, not in London, not in Stockholm or Australia. You are living inside this. And inside this, there is an energy which makes you talk. Now you are listening, that energy will tell, this is not good for you. I don't care, everybody is doing, so I am also doing. We need to watch and start to think, how is your action? How is it going to react on others? Maybe it doesn't react, it's not visible. Coming to the visible and invisible, how can I know? Yes, that you need to have a great contact to your inner self. Great contact to your inner self. The invisible to know. 50 years before plastic, 70 years before plastic, I didn't knew. Now it's affected. Same way, what we put into the mouth, what we do with our mind, because we are all consuming. We are consuming food, we are consuming things, ideas, plans, imaginations, memories, consuming many, it's all memory. This moment, you may be hating the parents or dislike the great grandfather. No way. His energy is existing in you in one form or the other in your DNA. No, I don't want, I want to remove it. Not possible. The hair or the teeth or the bones, if you go more deeper in the modern science, they can trace out this character comes from. If you get, some people get disease or for example cancer, they will ask, do anybody has in the family? Tracing out. Not only cancer, eyes, ears, nose, teeth, everything. Right this moment, you are sitting in watching yourself. When you look the mirror, if you deeply look, you can see your mother, your great grandmother, your great 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 grandmother, great 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 grandfather. Many generations. Maybe you will not be a Swedish or a Danish or a American. You may be another. So, such a way we are carrying memories of information. So, certain behavior comes out suddenly without your knowledge. Oh, I suddenly started to get connected to this musical instrument, or this beautiful idea is coming up to do. I feel the call to do social service, or harmonious, disharmonious. I get addicted to anything. It can be old memories from you, first one, from your great great grandparents, second, third, now what you are collecting from your surrounding, from the friends, from the family. So all this influence. So what should I do? It's not in my hands. Yes, there comes. You have responsibility to work on it. That's the part. Yoga, not the what yoga. When I tell, it's not about exercise. It's about union. How do I work with that? Because it's my grandparents or my past birth or whatever it is, past actions, reaction. How can I trace out it? One of the thing, understanding yourself. No, I don't have the possibility to. I don't know how to understand myself. Start to connect yourself deeply, because you are a highly responsible species on this mother earth. Highly responsible species on this mother earth. Because on this earth, nobody can use a fire. Animals, they don't want fire. If you put fire, or fire in a form, I am telling, heating, sparking, lighting, all this. So energy, a electrical line or a power source, anything which you can use, electronic or spark, fire, flame, they don't want. Any creatures on this earth don't want. Only we can use it. We can control it and use it. That's the huge difference. So simply in the yogic terms, we tell Manipura chakra, the navel region, the region called second brain. Nowadays we tell the second brain, Manipura chakra region, the fire element freedom we got. So that means you are highly responsible on your actions and reactions. Simply every actions and reactions, you are highly responsible. Animals if you take, they don't sit and worry about, oh, I was so sad because my great grandfather did this or my mother did this, so I was depressed. No, not such kind of agitation. Certain point, certain memory may be there, but what I meant is, animal also carries memory. Everything carries memory. The level of memory which makes disturbance in the whole system is very intense in human. So if you do a great thing, harmonious thing, that has an influence to others and your surrounding and your being. If your great parents were doing a great harmonious thing, I'm not telling what, it can be anything. It can be going to church, or a right way of balanced living, or a mantra chanting, or a taking care of the body as a temple or a church, taking care of the body and respecting it, taking care of ecology. Such thing your parents did means you are going to grab that information in your DNA. So you carry on. So now the time is to rethink what all the things invisible and visible I have done. Watch that. Be present with it. Invisible. Another beautiful thing of invisible part is, have you seen a beautiful butterfly? Start to watch. Who is in Australia, they may be seeing right now, it's summer. And others, a beautiful butterfly or a honeybee. Let's take honeybee, more easy. Everybody has more seen maybe. Honeybee, the main job is to go and collect honey. The karma of the honeybee is to collect honey and bring it to the nest, to the hive, and fill it for the next generation. That action is very important, is very ambitious and works hard like crazy, goes to the flower, robs from the flower. And the flower cannot do anything. It don't have hands to catch up. I finish you. You have been robbing for many years. No option. It's just sitting. And this beautiful honeybee is coming to the flower and robbing the honey. When it robs the honey, the pollen is designed to touch the feet. So beautifully designed. Without the knowledge, the pollen is carried. The action of the honeybee was to rob the honey. The reaction, it didn't knew it was doing a reaction. We cannot call a honeybee and talk, honeybee, you have robbed a lot of honey, half a liter in your whole life, but you have given thousands and thousands of flowers to get a beautiful moment where they can blossom and become a fruit. They are waiting for it. You have made that beauty. You have made that romantic time where two flowers have met because you existed. The honeybee will look like, I didn't do that. I don't have any idea. What are you talking about? I just went, I just robbed. And I was very tricky not to be caught by any birds or lizard or something can eat me. I somehow fight. I have weapons in my back. I fight and take the honey and get it done. But the reaction was, right now if you are eating an apple or an orange or a banana, is reaction of a honeybee, a unknown reaction. Next time, when you take a fruit, remember this unknown reaction of that little beautiful being lived on this earth. This beautiful being which lived on this earth had this unknown reaction. So just start to think, how much unknown reaction are we making on this earth? Start to think of your actions. This is a kind of meditation where you contemplate on yourself. No, when I close the eyes, I am feeling tired and sleepy. I cannot contemplate. I can contemplate on the corona. I can contemplate on the COVID and how is my job condition. These are my whole contemplation. And I don't get disease. Sure, I will not get. Maybe the surrounding people may pass away, but I will not pass away. This kind of contemplation, no use. Waste of energy. So, but my head is spinning on this. Why? Because your field of energy is so much open to all these surrounding garbage or surrounding information to shake you. To shake you because you are just absorbing like a sponge. All these things. To balance it, you must balance your inner field of energy. There comes, first, start to do some exercise. Go for long walks. First step. If you want to little bit more improve, do like yoga, tai chi, something really, really deep and greatly connecting to your inner spirit, to your home, the body. Get in contact with it. Second, then you are getting quite a good contact. then you start to sense, oh, I feel it. The next comes is when you start to work with breath. I'm not telling fast to breathe, holding the breath. Simple, relaxed, calm breathing. You get contact with your mind and your inner presence, inner life. Then you take the contemplation to watch your inner self. What am I doing? How is my reaction? Reaction of hatred produces hatred. I hate this, I am annoyed with that, I dislike this. Okay, then that will be the information collected to this memory. And you are not stopping, you are continuing that vibration. So right now, it's a beautiful time for totally the whole world together as brothers and sisters. Everybody is different way shaken. So we can all together move forward to realize and rethink and contemplate. Because you're not alone. Some years back, something happens. Oh, Africa had different, okay, here there was a big tsunami or a big flood came, poor people, they are suffering, others are happy. So always there is a conversation, oh, here the war is happening, they are struggling, not us, we are having great time. No, now everybody in all corners in different ways. So it's beautiful in one way, we don't compare. We don't need to compare. Everybody's different level of emotional struggle. Let's together work on connecting to this inner being. What is existing inside? Start to work on that. That's the most important thing to connect. So consciously watch your actions and watch your invisible reaction. For that, first to work with yourself. Work with your mind, body and spirit.